Oh my gosh, this is the perfect music for someone knocking on the door. That's right. Oh my goodness, folks. Astro Live has come into being. Let's get that number out from behind there. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a sick beat. We've got people knocking at the door for Astro Live. Now watch how funny this is when this camera gets all weird. Hold on. Camera, are we working right now? I think we are. Look at that, it's not even going crazy. Hold on one second though. Trippy Town, yeah. Wow. Inside look at the Constellation Studios. Hey you two, how's it going?
Good, Tollzar, how are you?
I'm doing okay. You have no idea how evilly psychedelic this music is right now. I hope that's not too intimidating. Welcome to the studios. So, thank you for coming. At 6:30 at night, people knock on this door and they ask questions that are pertinent to their psychedelic music. I just wanted to trip everyone out. All right, what's going on here? So, do you have a question to ask for the wisdom and the sass? Ooh, I like this.
Yes, this is a chart I printed out in 2008. This is something I kept with me a very long time.
Wowza.
No, I don't think I've assumed another body since then, so.
All right. Capricorn rising. That's a theme around here, yeah. All right. Well, guess, what should we call you tonight, even though your name's on the chart?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Burns.
Mr. Burns. I love it. And you over here?
I'll just be
All right. Well, let's see right here. What is your question for me, Mr. Burns,
Well,
in this evil psychedelic trance state?
Well, I was just reading on the chat on the way over about Jupiter and Saturn coming very close together. So I was kind of wondering what Jupiter and Saturn's influence is on my chart.
Oh, I like that. What is Jupiter and Saturn's influence in the chart? Well, we've got some Saturn retrograde in the 11th house in Scorpio. My. Let's look at Jupiter before we go all the way. So, Jupiter is in the first house in Aquarius. Yes. All right, I've got it. Jupiter in the first house means quite something about your identity being something that you want to expand into. It's okay to know that you are an important individual. But I see it right here in Aquarius. So you know that individual must offer something to all of humanity. However, the house most closely associated with Aquarius, the 11th, is where your Saturn is in Scorpio, deep digging, in friendship, in the realm of group activity, kindred spirits. My friend, for you, it is an internalization of your own trajectory through a push and pull of putting yourself out there in the world, like one of those Febreze things you put in the bathroom, and then watching everyone's reaction to the smell. You can tell a soul by the way they smell Febreze. Just saying. Now, that is no insult. You're very powerful and impossible to ignore. So, for you, this Saturn-Jupiter push-pull is a tension much like poetry, but you're going to find out your kindred spirits. This is a framework for you, the first time in 800 years, to figure out what it is you mean in a group setting as an individual and who your real kindred spirits are. You got to aim for the stars, Mr. Burns. Aim for the stars and figure out who sees you going there. Wow, that's heavy.
Thank you, Tollzar.
Wow. Hey, are you in the mood to do one too?
Yeah.
All right.
I have mine on my iPad.
Yeah, all right. Someone's at least up to date with the 21st century. All right. Let's see here. Let's not get anyone's reflection in there. What kind of question do you have to ask? You're all very balanced, both of you.
Well, as someone that doesn't know much about birth charts, when I look at this, I'm wondering what's going on here? What's going on here? It looks so different from Gary's. There are all these lines on top of each other.
Yeah.
Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, and for all those that didn't hear it in the audience, this lovely being is asking, what's going on with this red line right there? I wish I could point to it. Well, I would say right here, here's a dynamic that's going to be kind of like the push and pull that we just talked about. However, with you, I'm going to look at the house system, the second house and the eighth house, going on to the cusp of the third and the cusp of the ninth. Your sun is involved, so is Mercury, so is Venus. And this is all in the way that you're going to be able to communicate. Now, we have Neptune and Uranus in the second house there. I'm just giving the elements and pointing out what I'm going to put in the blender right now and figure out what to tell this person on the spot. You get the free treatment. All right. What I see right here is this. There's going to be a push and pull of a sense of self-worth in your position in society. This by being Capricorn in the second house with those transpersonal planets, which are generational. So self-worth is tied. Self-worth is tied to a sense of your generation. But here it is, it's pulling on your sun being on the cusp of the 8th and 9th house. Here it is, I would imagine, the way you communicate is through artistic expression that is deeply integrated with spirituality. So there's going to be a dynamic here. Where are your limitations as far as you can go in your journeys in the world? So if you feel you can travel outside of Catskill to do your groceries, we've got something here. But how far can you travel? I'm guessing also in this Saturn-Jupiter nearing. For you, it's going to be about looking at your boundaries and limits, stretching them, and seeing how much you can relate to your generation by going as far as you can go as an individual. It's time to push your limits. Wow, I didn't make fun of either one of you, and I'm very worried. I think that might be because we're having all these technical difficulties.
That was a very beautiful
Safe space, that's right. Despite the creepy beats in the beginning, they're not creepy, they're just psychedelic. Yeah, wow. I thought that was pretty heartfelt. I might have talked too much, but you know what? I always appreciate fans. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, yeah. All right, bye-bye now. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Sass Boys.
All right, thank you.